Hey guys, it's Brenda Lee Turner from LeanSecrets.com. I'm so excited. Today we are talking about how to make vegetables taste really good. I was driving in my car on my way to Whole Foods, so excited to pick up a big batch of kale and some spinach and some mushrooms, and I was thinking to myself how a lot of people might find it odd that I was driving like a maniac to Whole Foods to get vegetables. And I was thinking, why am I so excited about vegetables? How did I grow to love them so much? And I figured out it's because of the way that I prepare them. So I boiled all of the things that I do down into a very specific little list. And so I'm gonna share the list of how to make your vegetables taste better right now. And before I start, please realize that if you don't do anything different other than add vegetables to every single meal, I can guarantee you fat loss will happen. So a lot of people make the mistake of making the vegetables the afterthought, the little thing on the side. What I encourage all of you guys to do, whether you're vegetarian, vegan, omnivore, is to replace at least one of your meals every so often with just vegetables. Some great vegetables to do that with are portobello mushrooms and eggplants, and I love to grill portobello mushrooms and eggplants. When you're trying to get something to taste very savory, very meaty, I guess you could say, a great place to start is liquid smoke. And using liquid smoke, which is an all-natural, you can get it at Whole Foods, 0-calorie flavor enhancer. It makes anything that you eat taste very much like barbecue. Also, another trick is using the same kind of seasonings that you do on steak or on your chicken, and using that on your vegetables. What I have here is fresh thyme, fresh oregano, sea salt, liquid smoke, fresh garlic. Tons of oregano, tons of thyme, tons of garlic. That's how I like my food. I like it to really smack me in the face. Chop it up very good, very finely. Take this mixture and put it into a little dish in which I add a little bit of olive oil, enough to get it moist. Ah, it smells so good. And now we're gonna get our hands dirty and we're gonna grab a little bit at a time and kind of just rub onto the eggplant and the mushrooms. Now I'm gonna put these onto the hot, preheated grill pan. And then at the very end is when I like to add, when they're still hot, I like to add some fresh sea salt. My whole house already, it smells like heaven in here. That is good. That is so good. Next thing I wanted to talk about is Mrs. Dash, and I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite ways to use Mrs. Dash for vegetables. I picked up this tricolor bell pepper thing from Trader Joe's, organic, and it's such a good bargain. So if you got a Trader Joe's near you, that's the place to get organic red bell peppers and multicolored. They can be very expensive, but Trader Joe's has some good deals on those. So I like to cut them up into thin-ish slices. Add some tomatoes and onions. Sometimes the Mrs. Dash can get a little bit clumpy. Sorry, Mrs. Dash. You just need to shake it up really well, and then you just use that on top. Add some salt, a little bit of lime juice. And that, my friends, is a great way to eat some vegetables. If you like Latin flavors, you will love this tri-pepper salad. This is what it looks like. So good. One of my favorite things, I think, ever. And for those of you who saw the What I Ate Today video, I had peppers at like every meal. I'm kind of a pepper fanatic. I love peppers, hot peppers, bell peppers. This bell pepper salad is one of my favorite ways to eat bell peppers. So good. So now I want to talk to you guys about something really special, something dear to my heart. This Cindy's Kitchen double garlic, ginger, and lime. This stuff is amazing. Some of her other dressings are kind of high in calories. I'm calling it her dressing. It's probably a big company's dressing, but this particular dressing has 20 calories per tablespoon, and that 1 tablespoon will get you about a million tablespoons worth of flavor. This stuff is so, so good. And I'm gonna show you my favorite way to use this in a minute, but since we're on the topic of sauces, I'm gonna give an honorable mention to some other ones that you can get at Whole Foods that are great in salads, that are great on pretty much any vegetables, any kind of stir fry. Toasted sesame oil, great on any raw vegetables, any cooked vegetables. If you're gonna be making a stir fry, I highly suggest some toasted sesame oil. Now these two dressings are no oil, very low calorie, very, very lean friendly dressings that Whole Foods makes. I love the tangerine one and I love the fig balsamic. Really light, but still really flavorful. Love these. I can't talk about vegetables and not mention the Trader Joe's muscat champagne vinegar. When you go to Trader Joe's, They are kind of tricky about this stuff. I don't know if they're trying to keep it a secret or what, but when you go to Trader Joe's, go by the olive oil section, and it's usually on the bottom shelf for some reason. This is great in salads. Orange muscat champagne vinegar, so, so good. And last thing, Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, whatever. I get the reduced sodium one. Just a few drops of this stuff will make your food taste great. These are some great sauces that I really like. Sauces and dressings that are great for flavoring your vegetables. Now, I'm gonna show you guys one of my favorite ways to use this stuff. I'm using Trader Joe's organic Tuscan kale, and I'm also using the Earthbound Farms baby spinach, and heaps of it in a pan that's already had a tablespoon of oil heating up. Once the kale and the spinach are kind of shiny, kind of cooked down, that's when I add the double garlic, ginger, and lime from Cindy's Kitchen. About a tablespoon is all you need. Like I said, a little goes a very, very long way because that stuff is so flavorful. From there, I add about a 1/4 cup of the Daya pepper jack cheese, and I let that melt in there, which takes about, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. And then at the very last minute, I like to add some carrots or some other kind of a crunchy something. Now this very well may be one of the ugliest dishes I ever eat, but it's probably one of my top 10. It may not be that much to look at, but trust me, you guys are gonna like this. But I'm not done yet, I'm not done yet. Before I serve it, I put a little tiny sprinkle of nutritional yeast. So that's that. I don't know what to call this. When I was talking about how excited I was to drive to Whole Foods and get some vegetables, this is what I actually like to make. I make this probably twice a week. I love this. Anyway, I'm calling it this because in my head, it's just this, so that kale thing that I like to make. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments below, what do you think this should be called? What would you call this? Actually, and you might have to cook it first and taste it, and then let me know what you guys think it should be called. Let's name this beauty of a dish. Don't be afraid to add fruit into your salad or combine fruits and vegetables. For example, watermelon and cucumber actually go wonderful together. So do strawberries and spinach. Also, don't be afraid to add a little bit of healthy fat to your vegetables. Perfect example being the almond slivers with green beans, fat-free or low-fat feta cheese, and also some goat cheese. And obviously, you can never go wrong with a delicious avocado sliced into your salads. And that, my friends, is how I like to incorporate flavors with vegetables and make everything taste so good and spice everything up and not get bored and actually be quite excited about eating kale and spinach for dinner. Hopefully some of this stuff has given you some ideas, inspired you to go out, get yourself a big heaping pile of vegetables and create something delicious for your body. And as always, you can get my instant downloadable fat loss program by clicking this link right here. And I will see you guys in Saturday's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.